Well, hello. Welcome to my messy kitchen. I am currently processing peppers, but I'm hoping to give you a quick look at my garden, a September video of my garden, which is very rare for this channel. But I wanted to show you my peppers because most of them are no longer on the plants. So I have some peppers up here. The onions sadly are from the grocery store, and so are the mandarins, but the peppers are mine. The rings are because I canned a whole bunch of pepper rings, pickled banana pepper rings a few weeks ago. And down here on the floor, I have yet more peppers that I need to deal with very quickly in the next day or two. And I still have peppers on the plants because I think I'll be pickling some more banana pepper rings. So don't mind the mess on the floor. Cooking and gardening and not cleaning the floor right just now. We'll step carefully outside because I'm barefoot. Holy cow, yes, I am barefoot. Not naked, see? So I didn't grab my gimbal, so this is all handheld, but here is the bed close to the house. It's close to 100 degrees out here right now. I think it's the last hot day of the summer, although it's fall. We've had some cool weather, and cool weather is coming again. Here's the mint in the other bed. I think the air conditioner is enjoying its last day of service. Out front here, oh, we got a few peppers. These are Anaheim peppers, so they're slightly spicy. Dill, I'm hoping that'll start coming up wild next year. I'm hoping the same for the lavender. And I know the bloom flower will. And over here I've got a squash. I was going to pull it. Some animal got into the one that was growing well. But I see another one started, so we'll just see. I think I need to take the string trimmer to my chives, because, you know, honestly, who needs that many chives? And the elm are coming up in them, so I may spray a little Roundup on them. Here we have my petunias are sort of coming to the end of their season, but they still look pretty. Yeah, it's the end of their season. And my little free library, I want to do a more permanent solution than this for lighting it, but I haven't quite figured out exactly what I want to do. Yeah, I'd like a more stable one too. And as far as books, this is what's in here at the moment. So I'm getting more children's books because that's where I lack, but I did provide some of David Pakman's children's books. And this is kind of a subversive children's book, but I bought a copy just special for the library because I think it's a funny book. But I do think next year, instead of that metal thing holding it, because you can see it's not super stable, I'm going to just put a new post in. That's a next spring project. The Medusa peppers, yeah, and yes, the weeds are kind of taking over. I got behind school, you know, I've got a job now. Didn't eat them. They're not edible, really. Something ate those, but new ones are filling in. It is hot out here. Holy cow, it is hot. So these are the plants my peppers came off of. I see a lot of jalapenos here. I might just chop them up and freeze them. And then I've got this plant with these really tiny peppers. I don't know what they are. Don't know why I bought them. Don't remember. And over here, we got some more banana peppers. They were too small to harvest when I was doing all the pickling, but I think if it goes long enough, I'll have some more. Tomatoes are sad because the deer are eating them. The tomatillos are small, so I don't think I'm going to bother with them this year. But yeah, not really. As soon as any tomatoes get ripe, the deer eat them because they just chew them off. I found a deer with a snout buried in this, and he didn't even want to move when I came up. Said, "I will eat you." And he's just like, Yeah, come at me, bro. And he had his little friend over there. Still have some peppers there. Now we're going to look at some weeds that have come up since I haven't been taking as good a care of it. But I'm going to go after it this weekend with the cultivator. There's a lot of parts of this garden that can just go. So I'll be doing that this weekend. Plus, a few years ago I broke my shoulder, and it aggravates my shoulder to use the cultivator. So I do it in little bits and pieces at a time, and yeah. But the mole is still present. I have not gotten rid of the mole. As far as eggplant, I have lots of eggplant. So I got to make something with the eggplant here in a day or two. And I have squash coming. I don't remember what all the squash are, but there's one. There's some of my tiny eggplant that I'll never bother with again. There's a, don't remember, a squash anyway. And yeah, the squash vine is dying, so I think the squash are ready. I think that's a delicata squash. Never worked with them. And I don't know, maybe that's a spaghetti squash. Squash were a disappointment this year. It's just not a good squash. A lot of things were a disappointment this year. I'll just be honest. I'm watching where I'm walking, and I'm barefoot, remember? So the deer prune the tomatoes, and they leave this perfectly good Swiss chard alone. So if I still have Swiss chard next weekend, I'm going to do something with it. But otherwise, this bed is going to get cultivated and turned under. The Assembly of God Church, if you hear music, is doing something. I think it's because they host two different congregations. There's an Assembly of God and then a Spanish language congregation. Just from the music, I think it's the Spanish language congregation that's having the celebration. But anyway, if you hear music, that's what it is. So that is my garden as of September. Surprised I haven't had a frost or a freeze yet. It is almost October. So I may actually get into October without a frost or a freeze, which is pretty amazing for North Dakota. So, but yeah, I'm winding down and tilling up beds and getting ready for winter. So hope that was interesting. And I filmed some pens today. So there should be a pens in use next Friday. It was supposed to happen last Friday, but I'll talk to you about it in that pens in use. But life and a conference in Valley City got in my way. So we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.